Tackling the decades-long violence in the three southernmost provinces of Thailand is one of the commitments in the MOU signed by the 8 parties forming the post-election coalition led by Move Forward Party. Critics, however, see the approach advocated by Tham Party, which includes the dismantling of security-related laws and government agencies, as being too radical.
First and foremost, we are not radical, we are practical. So this is what I have to say. So we are practical in terms of we try to bring the policy that can be implemented for the benefit of the people. And so in terms of the MOU, we discussed several times with all the 8 parties among us all that MOU must be there are 3 elements for the MOU. First one must be easy to understand. Second one must be comprehensive. And the last but not least is to be directive. We need to have this kind of MOU. Therefore, in terms of dismantling or just take away the ISOC and Suebsaeng, we're not going to put into the MOU yet. We will, when we draft the policy for the government, we will put these 2 elements into the policy, the government policy.
Kannavee, however, is realistic enough to admit that ending violence in the 3 southernmost provinces is not going to be easy. But he is confident that his party's roadmap will eventually bring back peace to the region.
The first step, we proposing the peace building process in a practical way. We have 3 pillars. The first pillar is to escalate the peace building process into the national level. Because in the past, we haven't seen, for many decades, we haven't seen that the government have been sincere enough to think about establishing peace in the southern as a national agenda. So we have seen that all the government just put the situation and the scenario of the Patani just only in the local area. They try to solve the problem by using the local mechanism, especially using the security apparatus, especially the military. So that is wrong. So we have to bring the situation up to the national level, to the parliamentary level. So we have to discuss in the parliament about the situation in the southern Thailand. And in the same pillar, we proposing drafting acts about the peace building, and also we have to provide immunity from the discussion between the Thai government and also BIN. So we have to give the immunity for the BIN, for the representative of the other discusser to come to Thailand officially. So otherwise, if there's no immunity, they cannot be present in Thailand. They cannot let the people, the local people, to look at them and say, oh, you are my representative. We have to give them immunity. So that's the first pillar that we're proposing. Second pillar is about freedom of speech. Freedom and it's a basic human rights, it's natural right of the people. We need to provide public spaces for people, local people, to talk about many things. So they shall not, the government shall not close the mouth of the people by using some article under the constitution, under the law, what they call quote-unquote special laws in the southern Thailand. The last pillar that we are proposing is about restructuring the governance system in the southern Thailand. So especially in terms of the distribution of power into the local level, and that's what we try to propose, and including dismantling ISOC and also Suebsaeng.
The Thai government has been engaged in a series of peace dialogue with representatives of the BRN, one of the main separatist groups, with Malaysia acting as the facilitator. But Kannavee questions whether Malaysia can be seen as an honest broker, and believes that the peace talks are not compatible with his party's peace initiative.
It's not compatible, and it's not practical as well, because we start from the wrong idea. So I think that
why is it wrong?
The hypothesis of having this peace dialogue that the Thai government have is just only having people who hold the weapons to sit down together in international arena, in international community. When we try to build the peace for any location, we never ever ask the people who have weapons to sit down and talk and come with the sustainable peace. People who've been impacted by situation have to be the one who lead the dialogue, have to be the one who tell both the government and also the other side that this is what we need. We would like to see direction of our improvement, of our social improvement, economic improvement, and our life. I want this, I want that, not the people who not yet the real representations of the people.
But do you think it should stop or continue or be adjusted in any way?
We have to revamp. We will revamp. We will.
But you would welcome the Malaysians' participation in helping bring about peace in the region.
But not as a facilitator, because there's some. Because now we have to see that Thailand and Malaysia, we have the border adjacent to each other.
Yeah.
So there might be some bias towards how to facilitate.
Conflict of interest.
Exactly. We need to move beyond this kind of the bilateral agreement between the Thai government and the Malaysian government. We can look at the possibility of bringing ASEAN, the ASEAN framework, and look at the members of the ASEAN to be facilitators who has experiences in terms of building peace, especially Indonesia, for example. We can invite Indonesian government to send some facilitator instead of the facilitator from Malaysia. And however, we still need to cooperate with the Malaysian government for sure.